the Maltese vegan.
Hi everybody, so I hope there's enough lights. Tried to do my best. Got the window over there, lighting over there, lighting up here, lighting there, but I'm sure it's not going to be good enough. I've done my best. So today it's a new shopping haul, grocery haul obviously, and yeah, we'll go through them. I've got this stuff bought from one shop and this bought from the supermarket. So starting from the left to the right, I've mostly bought, as a whole I've bought kind of a mixture of health and junk food, you could call it, although it's much healthier than the actual, meat-based and dairy-based junk food. And from this particular shop, it's like a specialty shop, lots of vegan food. I've bought quite a bit of junk food, let's put it this way. So starting with the pizza base, you could say it's actually not that much of a junk food, but it's quite healthy. It's a bit small, but thought I'd try it out. Some rice chips. Never tasted these. We'll see how they taste. In fact, I haven't tasted any of these ever yet, so we'll see. Violife, I'm sure you've heard of. I think this is one of the favorites of Mania. This is the cheddar version. Some tofurkey, bacon. Not that I miss bacon, but I thought I'd see how close it is to the real thing, and you could use it. I could use it later on to convince some meat eaters to turn vegan. Then I've got this Oatly. I've also seen this recently and coincidentally, in fact, on Henny Mania's vlog, and I thought I'd try it out. I've heard these are really good, never knew about them before, so I thought I'd buy a big one for my mum and one small one to try it out, because I'm not that much of a chocolate eater, although I love chocolate, and I thought I'd try them out when I saw them. Again, same as the tofurkey, got some tofurkey sausages and might use them to convince some non-meat eaters. Love the crystallized ginger, good for digestion. And I saw this curious thing, well, I'm sure it's curious to you, but I've never bought these things. It's orange essence, it's an extract from orange, and you can use it in cooking, so I might make some recipes with this. Watch this space. So that's what I bought from that shop, and this is what I bought from the grocery. Starting with the hidden bits, we've got wraps. They're quite expensive, these. I mean, I'm sure there are vegan, in fact I know there are vegan wraps which are much cheaper. The only thing that they're full of preservatives, and not because they're vegan, it's just in general they're full of preservatives with lots of the E codes. Just stay away from those. This is quite clean. And some healthy food this time. 2 sweet potatoes, 2 large ones, and 1 whole box of baby red potatoes. This will probably be this will probably be 2 or 3 meals on its own. Bananas, this is 1 bunch. I've got another bunch just like this in the crates, and in fact there's another bunch which is fully ripe, which I'll show you well, either later or in some other video. Ran out of soy sauce. I got show you when the shop does have, I buy this because it tends to have less salt. At least that's what I was told. Freshly chopped pumpkin. You've seen previous videos probably, the falafel bowls, the Moroccan ones. These are kind of falafel bowls, although they're not called that, and they're made from sweet potato this time, so not chickpeas. I thought I'd try out something different, and these need to go in the freezer as quickly as possible, in fact. Again, I got some junk food. This is mozzarella, vegan mozzarella. It's actually quite healthy. There's stuff like carrageenan. If you want to stay away from soy, there's a ton of soy in this. It's based on rice milk. It's called mozza rizella. I don't usually buy it again. I am very happy with having pizza without any cheese. I don't miss cheese at all. I might use this again to go to, you know, give vegan food to non-vegans and possibly show them that there are alternatives. I just bought this because I also bought this because it was on discount and was like half price, so I thought I just might as well try it and even keep the demand up. Higher demand keeps the supplier producing and also might lower the price too. Whole block of tofu, obviously good for protein, so finally we've already mentioned 1, 2, 3, 4 healthy foods, and this, I would consider this as healthy. So there's another fresh block, probably needs to go into the fridge soon, because it's fresh. You could use this for lots of stuff. Mix it in your salads, in your sauces, in as scrambled egg, baked. Put on sauce on it and make it taste a bit like bacon if you want that. You could. The options are endless. Some people hate the taste of soy, probably because they usually taste the commercial, mainstream, silken one, which tends to have a bit of a taste. But I don't find that this has a taste. In fact, if anything, it has no taste at all. And the beauty of tofu is that it absorbs the taste of anything you put with it. So, really recommend having tofu. Not to mention the benefits, the health benefits of soy. I have coconut oil. Never, I personally think, and I don't. And I have to practice what I preach. I never use this to cook with. All I use this is for external use. So whether it's when I'm shaving my head or shaving my beard, or as a moisturizer, if sometimes I get really dry hands from washing the dishes, then I use this also. What else do I use it for? To make my deodorant, I make my own, and I use coconut oil also. So all external uses. Some more junk food. I have some snacks. They are junk foods. I'm not denying that, and they're probably not health food, definitely. But definitely compared to other junk food around there, this is probably a superfood. Because if you have to look at the ingredients, by the way, this is already empty. I just add them all. All it has is chickpea flour, rice, potato starch, vegetable oil, obviously salt, which isn't that too healthy, chili and lemon seasoning, chili, yeast extract, garlic powder, onion powder, citric acid, which is, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, it's from citrus and it's vitamin C. I get confused with those. Natural flavorings, lemon juice powder, and natural color, which is, it is an E-code, but I recognize this E-code, and that E-code is paprika, so no issues there. And probably this is similar over here, it's a different flavor, and these are lentils, whilst these are chickpeas. I definitely recommend trying them out. There's a really good range and relatively healthy, as I said. For convenience, although I make my own beans because it's much cheaper to make it that way, but for convenience sometimes I buy ready packed, ready cooked beans. So in this case, since I already have other beans in the freezer, I've just bought cannellini beans and chickpeas. They're great with anything. You could make burgers with them, you could make sauces with them, you could put them in your salads on their own. They're also fine. Obviously hummus, never forget those. Put them in wraps. Just a great source of protein and other nutrients, which is probably more important than protein. And you could put them in anything. Polenta, I don't know if you've ever seen this before. It's basically corn flour not quite corn flour, because it isn't a flour. It's actually kept in grain form, and it's Italian, as far as I know, ingredient, and you can use it either to thicken food up or to bake, but I like it to use it as a grain, like you would use millet, or like you would use quinoa, or like you would use couscous. It's much finer, just so you know. mix it up, boil it in, just boil the water, put whatever spices and herbs you want to put in there. Then once the water is boiling, remove it from the heat, put this in. Obviously look on the internet for the ratio, and it's done. Now you could either have it this way. Sometimes I love having just that, through the warming and filling and energizing. But sometimes you might also want to make it a bit more fancy. So you could either put lots of tomato sauce and make what is called, I forgot what it's called, I might write it down below. There's this really nice Italian Tuscan dish which I make. They usually use bread, but I use this instead. You could make a pizza kind of thing where you pour the mixture in a dish and put that in the oven, bake it so that it's much firmer, then put tomato on it, for example, or whatever toppings you like on pizza, mushrooms, oregano, aubergines, whatever you put on your pizza, and put that inside again, bake it, and then you have like a polenta pizza. And very interestingly, you could also use this to make polenta fries. And honestly, when you make them well, they're really good, better than the actual thing, than the actual potato fries. Anyway, enough about that, but really good, high carb and low glycemic also. In fact, I called it flour, and it actually is called flour, but the grains are quite coarse, so there's actual corn flour, which is the white powder which you use usually in baking. So I don't know why it's called flour anyway, but anyway. Then I have oats. I ran out of oats. Got this. The supermarket itself ran out of oats, which hopefully is a good sign, because it means that there are people that are eating relatively healthy unless they're putting butter or dairy in it. And I got this made because this is what they had left, and I hope it's good. But it was quite cheap at least. It was like €166 per bag. Tea, love my tea. Nothing to say about that other than I think tea is healthy also. Some junk foods, soy, at least high in protein, and some biscuits, so with your tea or as a snack. Again, not a health food. So this, I'm going to be mentioning Henya Menya quite a lot it seems in this episode, because again, I saw these on Henya Menya's vlog, one of Henya Menya's vlog while she was in London. They were doing a taste test. She hated these, but she also hates mint with chocolate, which I love, although I do agree that it comes second to orange with chocolate. They're kind of an imitation of After Eight, if you've ever tried them, so I thought I should try them out for myself. Can't just rely on one person's opinion to see if they're good, but she didn't like them. Her friend, whose name slips my mind, didn't say they were too bad, and she was Italian, so she is Italian. So I'll try those out, and they're all important. Oats milk, which I've run out of, and soy milk. I like to alternate, so I either open soy first, finish that, then move on to oat, then move on to soy, then move on to oats, just so that I keep, a bit of balance. I don't think there's anything wrong with either of them, but one of them is maybe higher in carbs, the other is higher in protein. It's good to mix around. That's my philosophy. And I've got some rice because I haven't run out. I've got quite a lot of rice in the pantry, but I thought that it will prolong the time that I have to buy rice again. So I think I've gone through all of the stuff I bought. I hope it gave you some ideas on what to buy next time when you're shopping in the supermarket. And I hope you liked this video. So if you did like this video, it helps a lot. You have no idea how much that helps to spread the message also of the bounty of vegan food that exists. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, and that's another way to keep watching my videos. And if you have friends, share, and please feel free to comment down below. I'd really love to hear from you, and I'll definitely get back to you. Peace out.